Welcome back to the dojo and welcome back to 10 Minute Tuesday. I am your host, Matt Lehr, and I want to let you into the backside of the dojo. I want you to kind of see, what is the dojo all about? Why are we doing this every week? And that starts with our mission. So our mission at the dojo is helping hunters reach their full potential in the woods and in life. So when it comes to helping you reach your full potential in the woods, that one's pretty easy. We have black belts come on here and we talk strategy and just different aspects of deer hunting to help us up our game. But the in life part's a little bit more vague when you think about it. But I want to tell you what that's all about. It's something that's near and dear to my heart. For the last 15 years, I worked in nonprofit and I worked in a development ministry where we helped men and women who were homeless reach their full God-given potential. And that idea of helping others develop, and including myself, is really, it runs core to who I am. It is my DNA. It's what, when I wake up in the morning, that's what I get excited about. I mean, I love hunting. I love bow hunting deer. I love, the whole pursuit of it. I love the process. I love everything about it. But the thing that I love more than that, besides, God come first, then my family, the thing that I love more than deer hunting is actually helping others develop and helping myself develop. And that's why that is the core of the dojo. And so the four pillars is what I call them that hold up the mission. And these are areas of focus for the dojo, is a development mindset. And that means developing oneself in all areas of life. It's self-discipline, doing the hard work to get it done. It's continuous improvement, which means honing our craft and really honing who we are, constantly improving. And then community. So relationships are number one. And those are the four pillars that hold up the mission statement. And they sit in a foundation of authenticity, education, and vulnerability. So those, being authentic, bringing education each week, and being vulnerable with you are the three values that I really, try to base everything off of. And so in the coming weeks, months, you are going to start to see more content on the helping hunters reach their full potential in life part. The hunting, the in the woods part, the hunting part's always going to be there. Thursday's always going to be, this podcast where we talk about deer hunting and probably mix in mentality, and life gets weaved in there as well. That's not going to change. 10 Minute Tuesdays are going to be what they are, and it's kind of a mix of it all, isn't it? We talk strategy sometimes, we talk, philosophical stuff, we talk development, we talk about personal development. But in addition to that, the dojo is going to start putting out more content and content on different platforms that speak to all of that. So you'll see that, but you're also going to see this more, focus on development in life. Because I really believe they all tie in together. And I believe that hunting should help us reach our full potential in life as well. It should help us become better fathers, husbands, coworkers, sons, daughters, whatever it is, whatever role we play. Hunting should support that and help us become the best version of ourselves. And that brings us to our kind of our topic today. So now you know our mission, helping hunters reach their full potential in the woods and in life. The four pillars that set that up, the development mindset. So developing oneself in all areas, self-discipline, continuous improvement, community. And so the question I have today is, and this is really, most of my listeners are men. I think like 99% of the downloads come from men. And so my question to you right now, guys, is, are you a high quality guy? And what does that mean? Well, are you an asset or a liability? An asset gives more than what they take. So if you, walk into a room and you only take 49% and you leave 51%, you give more, then you're an asset. By the way, I got that idea from Erwin McManus. He's a pastor out in California, has a phenomenal podcast called, I think it's called Mind Shift. It's a great podcast if anybody's interested. But he talked about this, this idea of taking less than what you give. And as that pertains to hunting, here's my question for you guys. Because if you listen to this podcast, you're serious about it. If you're listening to a podcast about hunting in June, July, August, all these off months, January, February, all that good stuff, then you're serious about it. You put in some time and effort into this thing. So is hunting an asset to your family, or is it a liability? Does it take away from your family? Now, there are times that hunting gets more of my focus than my family does. And it's an agreement my family and I make. When the rut hits, I'm gone for a couple of weeks. I mean, really in October, November, there's probably at least 2 or 3 weeks that I'm gone at different, times throughout the season. But overall, hunting has helped me become a better human being because of the self-discipline that it requires me to implement in order to accomplish my goals at the level that I want to accomplish them. But it really does come down to, is it at the expense of your family? And I'm going to be, and we talked about the 3 principles that kind of hold up this whole thing. And that's authenticity, education, and vulnerability. I'm going to hit all 3 of those right now. There has been times in my life that hunting was a definite liability to my family. It stole more time than it should have. I put more effort into killing a big buck than I did into being a good dad and a good husband. And it caused problems in my marriage and in my family. And I had to recalibrate that. And by the way, that's not a one-time deal. If you're as passionate as we are about this thing, then you're going to have to calibrate. I mean, sometimes, man, there's weeks that it's daily. Sometimes it's weekly, monthly, quarterly. But I got to constantly recalibrate, reassess. I firmly believe that our success in the woods cannot come at the expense of our relationships and the people that care for us. So I want you to kind of do a little homework today. Take a pen and pad and write down what are the attributes of, a high quality man, one that is an asset. What does it mean to be an asset to your family, your wife, your kids, your brothers and sisters, your mom and dad, your girlfriend, your employer? Write a list down and just measure yourself on it. This is that continuous improvement piece, right? You have to be honest with yourself. And if you have to recalibrate. Hunting, if we approach it this way, will make us better. And I will promise you this. You're going to have to just take my word for it. If you learn to balance this out in that way, that hunting makes you an asset to your loved ones and not a liability, I promise you, your hunting will get better. It will 100% get better. You will enjoy your time in the woods more. I think it clears your mind. For me, that's when I really hit my peak and I was able to start hitting my goals on the caliber of bucks that I wanted to go after. So that was it. I just wanted to give you a little peek into who we are, what we're about, what's coming. And I wanted to challenge you with that, asset or liability. Go ahead and find the post on Instagram and, leave some comments down there. Let me know what you think about this type of content. And the good part, it's only 10 minutes. So if this isn't your jam, you can always just move on and listen to the podcast on Thursday. But I hope it is your jam. I hope you take this time and use the development moments to become the best version of yourself in the woods and in life.